a movie I want to see again? I want to see Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That's a movie I have not seen in ages. And I'm in the holiday mood for it, which is weird because it's not a holiday movie except that it's cold, and when it's cold, it's holiday. Luckily, I'm wearing this onesie, but still doesn't change the fact that it's still too cold. It's too cold. I'll be honest, it's too cold. Call me a stinking coward, but as a born and bred Californian. And when I say bread, I mean that vegan stuff. I mean that, like, artificial. I've not lived in California in years. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. We're not done. We have the Spirit of Arkham left to find in Batman. I know last episode I said it was the final episode, but turns out, whoop-de-doo, Spirit of Arkham had something else up its sleeve, so I'm going to have something up mine as well. My sleeve, that is. Not anything else. It's me, the Batman. Are you the real Batman? No. Then why do you dress up like him? Woohoo! 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 Hi to the Pines, welcome. I'll be there to guide you soon right now, grabbing tree for holidays. Ooh, good luck. Happy holiday tree. Well, I've had my Christmas tree up there all year round. It's the one with the bear on it, and if you know, you know, and if you don't, it's the BDSM bear. Not a joke. Got it at work for a holiday party. A gag gift, if you will. Although it's not that kind of a bear, if you know what I'm saying. That's, that's not, cut that joke out me. Thank you. Skip. I have a theory. We're going to test. I have a theory. I want to test out my theory first, even though, okay, so what we've been told by a resident expert, Chloe Smith, aka Happy Birthday GDA. There we go. As we've been told by our resident expert, we have to rescan basically everything. I'm trying to get in a proper camera position. We have to rescan everything. I don't think that's right, because I'm confident in my ability to get things correct. As wrong as it may be sometimes, I'm decently confident. I think I know where it is. We've defeated the Riddler. But, we defeated the Riddler, but we're not done. So we are currently in, where is it? What building are we in? We are currently in the intensive treatment. I want to find the warden's office because I was thinking in my gut. Is it here? This one? Yeah. I was thinking in my gut. It has to be somewhere that makes sense, right? It has to be someone in the facility that, one, has a deep hatred for all these criminals. Two, that's quickest route. One, someone who has a deep hatred for all these criminals. Two, someone who has the power to do all that stuff. And three, kind of like a big character, you know? Lower that. What are you saying? The Alfred Pines will aid you soon, Master Bruce. Everyone is the Alfred. I remembered. Yes, I remembered. All the little voices in my head. Actually, no Alfred. There's only Oracle, which is weird. I don't know what happened to Alfred. I kind of thought Alfred would be in this game, but I guess not. Alfred's the editor. That's what happened in the last episode, or when in the trailer for the Batman series. Also, another thing, too, which I think is the most damning evidence of all. Listen to the voice. Listen to the voice.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham, even though Amadeus had long since passed.
War in the Galactic Republic.
I am the spirit of Amadeus.
General Grievous kidnaps Chancellor Palpatine.
I am the spirit.
It's the Clone Wars guy. And their only person who I said would be Clone Wars guy... Are there anyone here? I don't know. The only person that I said would be Clone Wars guy is the Warden. Would it be in his office? I don't know. The Warden... Is the Warden dead? That would make him a spirit. Although I'm not sure if he's dead. I remember his blood was there, so maybe we need to, like, pick up his blood trail again. Bat Bakery. That's just a theory. A game theory. A game theory. I'm gonna watch the FNAF movie this Friday. I am so excited. Or this Thursday. I'm so excited. I hope there's a lot of FNAF fans there, because when I first saw the first movie, ooh, there were so many FNAF fans. It made me so happy. Whee! Yoop! That's not the button to sprint. Different game. I'm pretty sure that's Spider-Man. Yeah, just up this way. I hope I'm right. Because other than that, we'd have to go through the entire game again, and I'm not looking forward to going through the entire game again. Hello, what's this? Trophy, nothing else. Going through the entire game and taking down every wall and thing that I've passed by. So that is what you said. Someone should really clean this place up. Na 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 me. Family fighting the madness. Oh, sanity. Sanity, not family. I'm like, family? Mad Dog? No. Click, click, creak. Ooh. Up here was a bit of a nothing burger. Could be up here. I remember there's just a few trophies and Joker teeth, but there could be more. There could be more. Huh. Cool. Mic balance is good. Forgot to check that. Not even sure if it's working all the way. This isn't where we fought the warden, because this is where Zaz was. So this isn't what I think. No, it was, because that's where she died. That's where she died. Remember Dr. Young? Mr. Young, the hit Canadian TV show? Hello. I can smell it. There's something wrong in the air. In the safe? Maybe? 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 No. What was that? No, you did something. You did a thing. I don't think I'm wrong on this. I think I'm right on this. This is where he died. What does it say? May this secret seem like an oasis within a desert of insanity. My love. From Daddy. Who's Daddy? That we may never know. Warren too old for a puppet show. Flies? Blood. Or old carcass. What a strange detail to include. But, you know, respect to them for including it anyways. TV. I should stay in detective mode. He did a little selection thing. What did you want me... What were you selecting, huh? What were you selecting? What were you selecting? You are a little bit too... Hi. There we go. Now I can, like, stare in your eyes a little bit easier. I can look into your eyes. Hello. It has to be something with the warden. Could be Dr. Young? Maybe? Could be the library? We were in Dr. Young's office recently. We could check the library again, but where was the warden taken? I am dead set on this theory, by the way. Click, click, creak. Also, on the poll that I put out saying, should we use a map, should we not, should we blah, 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 no one answered. So it's like, click, click, creak. We'll just, we'll go along until we find something. down, Library. Library. Lie Chuck Berry. Trash can. Batman doesn't believe in recycling. I'm really good at juggling that. So I'm gonna take a quick route out this way. Click, click, click. Howdy, Mundlord. Welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to Batman. We are currently looking for the Spirit of Arkham. If you know where it is, shh, no spoilers. But I have a theory, being the world's greatest detective and all, that it is the Warden. I think the Warden is the, oh yeah, no, you're supposed to be. I think the Warden is the spirit of Gotham. Purely by, one, his voice, two, who else could it be? Not here. What is this? It's part of the puzzle. It's not looking well for us. Could be. What are the names of these rooms? Green Mile. That's a movie. It could be the penitentiary, because that's where the spirit would, like, this. Where would the Warden be? In his office. It's not there. Where would the spirit be? In the mansion? That doesn't make sense. There's no criminals to criminalize there. Botanical gardens? They don't have a green thumb. Intensive treatment? Maybe. Medical facility? They didn't care. Penitentiary, where most torture could happen, a lot of the last stories did. Intensive treatment? Maybe. Except he doesn't care about them. We need to think like a criminal. I just wasted an entire 100-foot wire to go across a short distance. You'll love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Boink. And now that we are canonically stuck in the Arkham universe, we have no other choice but to click, click, click. We have no other choice but to figure out what's going on with this island. I was about to say, oh my gosh, that giant tree is moving like nerd-duh. It's a living thing. Oh. Click, click, creek. Ooh. Don't tell me there's no way to get through this tree. Thank you. It's like you're Batman. Sorry, I just walked. Click, click, click. I just walked over him. But that. I'm not in frame. Hi, I'm in frame. So we need to go back to from whence we came, or just go straight forward. We'll do that. We'll keep detective mode on just in case we see anything with our eyes that we can pull down. We haven't been in the penitentiary in a while, so you know. We'll get something from that. Hup. 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 I wish I could grapple while falling at the same time, like this, and then like quick grapple. It's probably a thing in the other games, but not here. Alright, penitentiary is right in front of us. And boink, there you go. Most useful tool in my toolbox. Right. Unlimited. Click, click, creek. Here we go again. This does look familiar. Maybe we have been here before. I need to lower my chair so my shoulders aren't up all the time. There we go. Look at that. That's how my shoulders are supposed to be. Can I have it so the cape actually looks like a cape? Yes. Oh, I'm so spooky and mysterious. I can have this on my lap. There you go. The controller still has to be plugged in, like, to a power source, so... I'm gonna look into, since, you know, Cyber Monday and whatnot, look into a rechargeable battery. Because even though we're done with even though we're done with the Batman series and using the Xbox, that doesn't mean we're done entirely with, or we're done for this month, but it doesn't mean we're, cool, that doesn't mean we're done entirely. Could be in the cells? Probably. Hello. You're having a fun time. Why do they have a wooden pillar in here? I will have no idea. It's just the cells on the other side of the wall. I'm sorry, you're alive? If he's been unconscious for this long, I don't think he's alive anymore. Must be something in these cells, right? Guess not. What's this way? No, we're still in the main cell block. Okay, then what's this way? Oh, where does this lead? To the Green Mile. And then security control room. Where? At the end of the game. Green Mile's the name of a movie. What did... at first I thought it referred to Poison Ivy. Maybe it's like refers to like a death row type thing. Which would make a lot more sense because, Poison Ivy is an eco-terrorist. And that's not me being mean. That's literally her profession. That's what it says. Eco-terrorist. Don't know how you apply for that in the job market. But these guys got bunk beds. What? I'm expecting just to see a dude sitting there like, so you found me, Batman. I'm proud of you. There's a no plant symbol there. Give her some privacy at least, man. I mean, I know she's barely wearing anything except for that shirt and what I assume are a type of pants. We have no idea. Give her some privacy, though. Does she need to use the bathroom? She's a plant. Technically. I know. Up here. No? Really? Who else? Who else? Oh, is that Poison Ivy with like strings puppeting them? I don't know what that's supposed to. That's a knife. Hey, excuse me. I'm trying to look at your drawing. Oh, there's Batman. There's me. Love that portrait. Always good to meet a fan. What y'all been saying? Pixel, do you have another game planned? Yes, and then warmer. No spoilers. But I knew my theory was correct. Hello. Huh.
Why did the warden take off so quick? I thought you told him to stay put.
That's right. He wasn't dead. I went the wrong way. Still gonna check everything. Oh no, I thought that was the warden. It's not. Hello? Ooh! I was right.
My name is Quincy Sharp, the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. You have done well to decipher my story, and I pray it has helped you on your path. I trust that through my writings you will do what is right. Please, I implore you, continue my work. This city deserves a savior. Continue my work.
You're bonkers. But also, I was right. I knew it. World's greatest detective indeed. Show me all the trophies. Not trophies, achievements. That's what they're called. Achievements. Whoo, mama. Spirit of Amadeus Arkham revealed. Oh, baby, I'm so smart. What else do we have left? Nope. Oh, we did it. So that's basically it. Basically it for today's episode. But we're not going to end it here. Where did he go then? And why? Why me? Also, I'm not going to continue what you do. You torture the villains. You hurt them. I want to be the kind of Batman that doesn't absolutely pummel his enemies, even though I have been pummeling my enemies to death. I don't want to pummel them to death. I want to be the one that's like... Not Joker. Joker's a bad example. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be a jerk. I don't want to be mean. Yeah, it's about instilling fear, but I don't want to instill that much fear. We're headed outside, because that's where the story ended, outside. Hello. But that's basically it. We'll read the character bios, do all that stuff, maybe try a challenge or two, I'm not sure, but I definitely could have done that last episode. If I didn't have to go. Sorry about last episode ending so rushed and quick. I kind of had to leave quick. Sorry about that. Wrong way. Hop, hop, hop. So yeah, I guess next game will be Arkham City next year on November 1st. And same dealio goes, if you haven't noticed. It's kind of why I chose these games. Same dealio, same pattern, same click-click-creak. All Riddler trophies. That's the goal. I assume the next villain will be Two-Face. Although I don't know what it has to do with an Arkham City. Nor do I know what an Arkham City is. But I think it's going to be Two-Face just because in this game it ended saying Two-Face. And I'm like, it'd be kind of cool if, you know, it was both. So let me perch on a rooftop. You know, very off-brand Batman style, just right here. It's Spider-Man. We did it, though. I'm proud. I want to try something. Huh. Watch this now. Oh, is he gonna hit his sky barrier or? I have a hell of a curve on him. Can I do this? No. Can I do this? No, I already did that. Can I do this? Can I do this? Uh-oh. Okay, anyways. Let's go read the stuff. We did it. You should boot up another game? What do you mean? We still have more stuff to do. Character bios. Prepare for the reading. I hope I have my water. Yes, I do. My bat water. Let's start from the beginning, because I don't remember anyone. Who's this guy? The Batman. When his parents were gunned down in front of him, young Bruce Wayne resolved to rid Gotham City of the criminal element that took their lives. He trained extensively to achieve mental and physical perfection. In addition to mastering martial arts, detective technique... Is Robin here? Detective techniques and criminal psychology. Dressing up as a bat to prey on the criminal's fears, Batman fights crime with the aid of specialized gadgets and vehicles operating out of a secret bat cave below Wayne Manor. Really talking a lot. He wasn't in the first Detective Comics. He's tall, he's big, I'm an inch shorter than Batman. That's why I'm not him. Wink. Trained to physical and mental peak, of arsenal gadgets, vehicles, and advanced technology, inventor, detective, genius level intellect, expert in most known forms of martial arts, trained in all aspects of criminology, mastering the physical senses, the physical sciences, computer expert, master of disguise, photographic memory, trained in stealth and espionage techniques, yes we am, and expert escape artist. Like, yo, did we get all the... Yes, we did. An insanely homicidal supervillain. The Joker's white skin, green hair, and blonde red lips believe the chaotic nature underlying his cartoonish appearance. The self-styled clown prince of crime has no superpowers beyond a capacity for incredible violence and a skill at creating deadly mayhem. He frequently concocts elaborate schemes to entrap his arch nemesis. Concocts. That's fun. Real name, unknown. It's Joe Kerr. Professional criminal, Batman 1. Wait a minute. Spring 1940? Spring 1939. He wasn't in the first... What was the first Detective Batman comic about? Who knows? Unrepentant homicidal maniac, albeit without a precise psychological diagnosis. He crazy bonkers. He cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Surprisingly strong hand-to-hand combat. His past is unknown. Conflicting, unconfirmed reports state that he was a failed comedian, petty thief, and a broken family man. I know a family guy. Employs various deadly weapons, often based on party gag items. Frequently uses a toxin that stretches a victim's face in a Joker-like grin and causes death. Wah, wah. The Warden Sharp. Quincy Sharp has been running Arkham Asylum for the past 3 years and has dedicated his life to resorting to sanity, the so-called supervillains that plague Gotham City. He is currently campaigning to become the next mayor of Gotham. To facilitate the campaign, he has instigated stringent new security and experimental research policies at Arkham. Occupation, Warden of Arkham Asylum. Yeah, it was kind of obvious. Only made for this game. Wow. Hair gray, blue eyes. Intense dedication to cleaning up. I should have read this. This would have told me the answer. I mean, I was right, but whatever. Pompous and old-fashioned in demeanor with a focus on his own political aspirations. Contempt for Arkham inmates and disinterest in the specifics of their treatment masks a cowardly nature. I should have read this first. Frank Boyles. Frank has been working at Arkham for 8 years. He has twice been suspended for drinking on the job and regularly holds poker evenings in the guard rooms. Frank is desperate to be a top dog at Arkham. He fails to recognize that he's considered untrustworthy and generally disliked, like Zaz's area up there. Real name, Frank Boyles, Arkham Asylum guard. Blah, 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 blah. Arrogant belief that he's the best guard in Arkham Asylum. He uses sarcasm to cover up insecurities and failures. Violent temper has resulted in many injuries to patients. Yowza. Killer Croc, more like Killer... Any Smosh fans? Born with a rare mutation. His molecules got all rearranged. Born with a rare mutation that made his skin green and scaly and grew his body into a grotesque proportion. Shion's Waylon Jones has been raised by an alcoholic aunt and bullied relentlessly for his appearance. He's briefly worked as a carnival freak under the name Killer Croc, but his misanthropy grew as it did his beastly nature. Beastie. Not that word. Pushing him through a life of crime, although some people like that. As his physical condition and mental state deteriorated, Killer Croc became more beastly foe, increasingly detachment from humanity. Still wears pants, though, so that's nice. Alligator wrestling, gangster, and murderer, in that order. Base of operations, mobile, like a phone. Eyes, yellow. Hair, none. He bald. Killer Croc is incredibly thick, tough skin, with razor-sharp teeth and claws. An expert wrestler, his strength and stamina are near superhuman level. Never mind. Heightened senses and extremely fast reflexes, able to survive from water for extended periods of time, and intense hatred of humanity, specifically the Bat. There you go. Harleen Quinzel. An Arkham Asylum psychiatrist assigned to treat the Joker, Dr. Harleen Quinzel instead became obsessively fixated on her patient, believing herself to be in love with him. She helped him escape confinement and took her own criminal identity as Harley Quinn after getting a lobotomy thanks to that good old spirit back there. Quinn is a violent and unpredictable felon whose only motivation beyond general mayhem is achieving the Joker's approval, which will never happen. He has a total man-crush on Batman. That's canon now. Because of this cruel and mercurial nature, this in some ways makes her just another of his victims, albeit a very dangerous one. She does not wear that in the game. I wonder why they didn't. Batman Harley Quinn #1. Wow, you're a lot later. I thought you were from the cartoon. You've lied to me. For the last time. Base of operations, Gotham City. Professional criminal. Surprising strength and stamina. Superior gymnastic skills. Total disregard for human life. Like the Joker, she's a homicidal psychotic who escapes easy classification. She's crazy. The Penguin. The Penguin, one of Batman's oldest foes, is an eccentric criminal mastermind known as much for his love of ornithology and trick umbrellas as his shady business dealings. Gotham's popular Iceberg Lounge serves as Cobblepot's, if your name is Cobblepot, front of a number of illegal financial activities that fund much of the city's underworld. Despite his short stature, the Penguin is a wily foe whose umbrellas conceal a variety of deadly weapons and gadgets. We don't see you in this game. Be cool though. Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot. Occupation, restaurateur/racketeer. They play tennis, apparently. Wow. 5'2", that's short? Dang. Criminal and financial mastermind, expert at hand-to-hand combat, driven by need to prove himself in spite of his comical appearance. employs various weapons, many based on umbrellas and birds. I know someone who also has weaponry based on umbrellas. Well, not umbrellas, but mostly birds. Two-Face. District Attorney Harvey Dent was one of the Batman's strongest allies in Gotham City until a criminal threw acid in Dent's face. Joker. Hideously scarring him. The wounds fractured his psyche and was reborn as a schizoid criminal mastermind obsessed with duality, Unis Honest, and the whatnot. His former good luck charm, a two-headed Tricksilver Dollar. I too have a two-headed. Howdy, find the panel yet? We did! I was right. It was the Warden. Also, howdy, welcome. Happy birthday, by the way. I was right. It was the Warden. I went back to the Warden once with Clayface, and Clayface was like, oh, why'd the Warden run off? Ow. And I found it, and I got it, and he's like, I am the Ghost of Arkham Batman, continue my legacy. And I'm just like, nah. I'm gonna do my own thing. And then I zapped him in the shoulders with my, like, zappy hands. And then I jumped off of, like, the super train thing. And then I fell and I snuck back into the Spider-Weaver place. And then I got teleported back out of my universe. But, uh-oh, looks like my uncle's still alive because it wasn't my universe. It was actually a different one. Because the spider that bit me was the one DNA they were tracking, not mine. Wrong game, sorry. Spoilers. Anyways, Tricksilver Dollar was damaged on one side of his attack. Dent has seized. Where was I reading? Dent has seized it on a reflection of his half-scarred visage. He flips it aside. Right now we're reading all the bios. He flips it aside the fates of his victims. Despite Batman's efforts to reform his former ally, Dent is consumed by his fixation on chance, and his crimes are designated to prove his diametric philosophy, which means that it's not a half and half. It's more of like a this much and then this much evil, if it's not true balance, but whatever. I would always, and I wasn't able to do it much here because I'm dressed up as Batman, not the Riddler, but I would always go, riddle me this, Batman. Heads or tails? I got really good at flipping coins. I had this whole thing planned, but then I remembered that Two-Face exists, and I'm like, oh, they're different. Behind the scenes. Professional criminal. I thought he was a mayor. Hideously scarred on the left half of his face. Left, for you guys, would be this side still. Hideously scarred on the left half of his face which he plays up with clothing that's different style on one side. Unis Honest. He's a nerd. I wouldn't know. Extremely skilled with his weapons of choice. Twin .45 automatics. Those are tiny, I think. Psychotic obsession with duality. Designing crimes around the number 2. Defers to his half-scarred coin and choices of life or death. What a silly, goofy guy. Prometheus. A dark reflection of Batman. Again. Prometheus was raided by criminals, Megamind, who were gunned down by policemen right in front of him, dedicating his life to destroy the law. That's right, I was laughing at that line, destroy the law. Prometheus traveled to the world and trained in the ways of murder. Clad in armored, UVU class murder, oh wow. Clad in armor skills and suits that maximize natural skills, he's a master assassin whose physical and mental appearance rivals Batman's own. Kind of dox myself there, whatever. Professional criminal, yep. Prometheus. Pathological need to kill law officers for some reason. Trained in peak physical and mental levels. Can't be too peak, he's wearing armor. An arsenal of weapons and deadly gadgets. Copycat! The Great White Shark. No fin. A crooked financer who stole millions of dollars. Warren White thought he'd scored a legal victory when his insanity plea went through. But when he got to Arkham Asylum, he realized his mistake. Driven insane by the other inmates, he was also disfigured by an encounter with Mr. Freeze that left him without hair, a nose, ears, or lips. Voldemort. Calling himself the Great White Shark, he filed his teeth into fangs to more perfectly resemble his new namesake. He originally wanted to be like a vampire Dracula, but they accidentally filed these two teeth first. So it's like, it's the wrong teeth. I guess I'm going to go all of it. Yeah, you know? I'll stop. Putting his financial skills to use, he became a major player in Gotham's underground crime scene, running a number of rackets from a cell in Arkham. Wow. Living hell. Living spaces. Brilliant financial skills, which he uses for a variety of criminal purposes. Scarred visage that makes him resemble a shark, I guess. Teeth sharpened to points. Does he try to bite Batman often? How do I mispronounce this? Ventriloquist. The ventriloquist. Arnold Wesker was a timid orphan whose deep repression erupted into a barroom brawl. What? Arnold Wesker was a timid orphan whose barroom brawl. I didn't know that was one word. That's a smudge on my TV. No, it's not. It's a smudge on the game. resulting in him being sent to Blackgate Prison. There, he got into a little scuffle and went straight to prison. There he encountered the puppet Scarface and promptly murdered the man who carved the puppet. The two are now inseparable, with Scarface directing a series of criminal activities, while most believe that Wesker is simply acting out of a second personality through the puppet. Wesker sees himself as a reluctantly lackey who merely does his puppet's bidding. Slappy the Dummy from Goosebumps. Yay! Is me trying to understand Batman villains through my lack of knowledge of any media. Delusional schizophrenic with multiple personality disorder, obsessed with his puppet, Slappy, he puppeteers with unsettling skill. When teamed with Scarface, the two operate as a criminal mastermind. Wow. Unreasonably ripped Hugo Strange. We read this one recently, in the last episode, actually. Basically, he's unreasonably ripped, and for some reason wants to know my identity, but he can't have it. Black Mask. I know this one. Following the suspicious death of his multimillionaire parents in a fire, Roman Sionis inherited their fortune and then went to bankrupt their company. Saved by a buyout by Bruce Wayne, Sionis came to resent and hate Wayne, fixated on the concept of masks. Okay. Sionis carved one from his father's black coffin and sought revenge. His ensuing battle with the Dark Knight caused his mask to be burned into his skin, remaking him as the Black Mask. How does he eat? Sionis is now a fear gang leader and one of the most powerful mob bosses in Gotham, with a burning hatred for the Batman. At least it's like, you know, it's not like a burn scar where it's like, and you have to wear like a whole goofy green cloak. Dr. Doom. It's like, it's properly like, boop, boop, Lego character. Pixel, why'd you diss Dr. Doom? That was weird. That's a long story. Attributes. Obsessed with masks. Harbors a hatred of Batman and Bruce Wayne. Wait till you find out. Face resembles a black skull, feared and powerful mob boss, skilled marksman known for his double handguns. I'm in frame still, that's good. Calendar Man! Fixated on the calendar, Julian Day. Fixated on the calendar, Julian Day became Calendar Man, a villain who's timed and tied his crimes thematically to certain holidays throughout the year. Like me! Often leaving clues which could be caught. Like me! Gotham City's hopes for a day off are often clouded by the knowledge that any holiday of note is likely to be shadowed by Calendar Man's presence. Like me! It's like this DOC sketch, the Celebrativersary. And if you don't know what that is, link in the description. Obsessed with the quirks of calendar, carefully plans themes, crimes around holidays. Man. You think when he gets a day off, he's like, I have nothing scheduled. I get a day off. Oh, wait, that's a holiday. And then has to do that. Bruce Wayne sounds like a cool guy. Born into the wealthy Wayne family, Bruce Wayne had an idyllic childhood, although he was given a strong sense of justice by moralistic and philanthropic parents Thomas and Martha after their violent murder at the hands of a mugger, Joe Chill. Bruce dedicated his life to battling the criminal element that took their lives. He left Gotham for many years to train his mental and physical abilities across the globe, finally returning to wake up in the mantle of the Dark Knight. Spoilers. Celio Fernandez, billionaire. Oh my gosh, he's the same height, weight, and first appearance of Batman. What a coincidence. Same thing. Trained to... I think I can skip this. Why isn't money here? Money's a superpower. Oracle. What's that on the computer? The daughter of Gotham City's police commissioner, James W. Gordon, Barbara Gordon was forbidden by her overprotective father from joining the GCPD. Instead, she took the identity of Batgirl and was a crime-fighting partner of Batman for years. But that all ended when the Joker shot her through that's... Killing Joke. I know that one. When the Joker shot her through the spine, paralyzed from the waist down and confined to a wheelchair, Barbara adopted the new identity of Oracle, and now aids the Dark Knight with her computer expertise, providing Batman with a consistent stream of information in the field against his battle against crime. Where's Alfred dead? Information Brooker. I don't know what that means. Eidetic memory, almost total recall of everything she sees and reads. Nerd. Extensive headquarters in Gotham City's clock tower filled with information archives, high-level hacking, and computer skills. You live in a clock tower? Damn. Commissioner Gordon. Police Commissioner James W. Gordon dedicated his career to cleaning up the corruption of the Gotham City Police Department, a goal he had come a long way towards accomplishing. He had been an equally tough on crime He has been equally tough on crime, and in his pursuit of making Gotham safe for all citizens, Gordon has forged an uneasy alliance with Gotham's other top crime fighter, the mysterious vigilante known as Batman. Ooh. Hair white, formerly brown. You don't know that. He could have been gray for ages. Experienced police officer, trained criminologist, proficient in hand-to-hand fighting techniques, and expert marksman. Dr. Penelope Young, yes, I know you, was always a brilliant student who was prepared to do anything advanced professionally, including money. She had built up a reputation for being cold, calculating woman, focused on only the project at hand. She was hired at Arkham Asylum by Warden Quincy Sharp to head up the Asylum's research department and to finally restore the sanity and most deranged of Gotham City supervillains. Uh-oh, that didn't happen. Graduated from Gotham University with top honors, dedicated in the pursuit of psychiatric cure for various forms of criminally insane, highly focused in career ambitions, intolerant of people who get in the way of her work. Not anymore, because she's dead. Yep, I have all of them. With an obsessive... I read this one recently, too. Basically, Riddle Man. Enigma, which means Eddie Nashton? Wait, let me read this again, then. Who are you? With an obsessive compulsion for attention, Edward Nigma, or the other name I said, is determined by the most outlandish... Who's Eddie Nashton? Catwoman. An orphan who learned to survive on Gotham City streets, Selina Kyle took to thievery to survive. But determined to do it in style, she learned the martial arts and trained extensively to perfect her skills as a cat burglar. Her criminal activities are often tempered by reluctant altruism, making her an inconsistent villain and occasional hero. She regularly eludes capture by the Spider... Sorry, I was thinking of Black Cat. By the Dark Knight, and maintains a complicated and versatile relationship with Spider-Man. Sorry, wrong game. Batman that frequently returns flirtatious and occasionally legitimately romantic. Legitimately. Professional. Legitimately romantic. Legitimately. She was in the first Batman. Wow. Trained gymnastic and athlete, expert at hand-to-hand combat, highly skilled with her special whip and cat o' nine tails. Don't know what that is. Capable of astonishing stealth, obsessed with and adept at stealing famous and well-protected items, drawn to cat motifs. So am I. Where were you in this game? Because she's definitely in the game somewhere, because it said Selina Kyle on the party list. Who knows? Bane. Imprisoned from birth to serve his death father. I need to say this like Bane. Hold on.
Imprisoned from birth to serve his death father sentence. Bane was raised inside the horrific hours of prison. His only friend in the household was a tenant named Anna. For his son, his fellow son, his intercessor, he did an incredible science at concentration. When he was subjected to alien experience using a steroid candidate Venom, his unforged will not just evolve were unprecedented bad. When he had his instinct, determined to save him, he set up the Batman and broke the Dark Knight's spine. The Batman accompanied the best spine.
Because you get broken in the spine, it's like, oh, I'll walk it off, you'll be fine.
Putting the first event aside, the transformation to a superhuman. Oh, so you think the darkness is your ally? You're 6'8"?
I really like his appearance in 1993. Wow, that's way later than I thought. I like his appearance in the Batman show, like the one, yeah. Master strategist, intense focus, abnormally strong reaction to Venom, gives him incredibly enhanced physical abilities, determined to best Batman all of the challenges. It's steroids. How difficult can it be? Jack Ryder, nice suit. Jack Ryder is an investigative reporter turned controversial talk show host, well known for his aggressive manner and is determined to get on the truth. While his viewers don't realize that he's also the Creeper, a garishly colored vigilante who Ryder can, with effort, turn into a will. Although at the point in the Creeper's manic personality takes over, the Creeper is usually on the side of good and just barely on the side of sanity. I'm imagining the green fluffy thing from Minecraft. Why doesn't it show that? Determined reporter known for his aggressive pursuit of stories, famous for his controversial talk show, secret identity, his alter ego, the Creeper. The Nether. Maxie Zeus. A deranged gang leader, Maxie Zeus, came to live. I read this one recently. I remember I read this one recently. We'll skip it because I read it recently. Basically, cuckoo. Ra's al Ghul. Little is known of the early years of the nearly immortal Ra's al Ghul, whose name means the demon's head. But it is known that he's lived for many years due to the Lazarus Pit, mystical and alchemical brews that restore his youth. A brilliant master of strategy and organization, Ra's al Ghul's goal is to save the Earth from ecological devastation, like poison ivy. by destroying most of its population, like Poison Ivy. He recognizes Batman as both a worthy foe and possible ally, except that Batman cannot accept his dystopic worldview. Batman also shares a love-hate relationship with Raz's daughter, the beautiful Dahlia. Emphasis on love and not so much on hate. Damien. Real name unknown. His real name is Raz Al Ghul. It's up there. I found it. International terrorist. Crazy job. Gray with white streaks. He's also a Jedi Master, I think I should say. Genius intellect and strategist, superior strength and stamina, superb hand-to-hand combat trained over millennia, nearly immortal thanks to his Lazarus Pit, commands a legion of followers dedicated to bringing his vision of earthly paradise to fruition. Wasteland, basically. Don't know why. Want to hop on Endercraft? Well, I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. Killer Moth. I love moths. Gotta love moths. And goofy. They're just pretty butterflies. Don't at me. Jerker Walker was a minor criminal who adopted the identity of Cameron Van Cleer, a master criminal. I'm sorry. What? Okay, who turned masqueraded as the costume supervillain Killer Moth. He's a hired gun for Gotham's gangsters, but his indigenous weaponry, including his cocoon gun, did not protect him from regular defeat. The cocoon gun. What is a cocoon gun? I'm imagining he shoots it, and there's like kind of like in Lego. Let me get it in frame it better. In Lego Marvel Superheroes, when Spider-Man transforms to Peter Parker, when like he switches, like the webs go up. It's like cocoon gun, bang, and it's like no. I'm trapped. And what does Batman do? He's just like, no, these spike things. Whoosha! Batarang. Right? Call me crazy. Oh no, my cape. Oh no, there's a Pope on the road again. Get out of the way, buddy, I'm coming up. Obsessed with fame and identity change. Oh, so he just... Okay, so never mind. I thought he just changed it for the sake of fun. It's just his hobby. Skilled inventor. Immoral and motivated by feelings of insecurity and advocacy into criminal activities in an attempt at notoriety. I don't know what that means, but vibe. The Rat Catcher 1. Love this design. Look at them boots go all the way up to his thighs. Once employed as an actual rat catcher in Gotham, Otis Flanagan soon started using his natural gift and affinity and with an ability to control rats to stage a variety of crimes. Eventually, his control over the vermin grew until he threatened Gotham City with a veritable army of rodents. Incarcerated many times at Blackgate, he's able to do as much damage within prisons and as without, using his loyal pets to relay messages and transport materials inside the maze of ventilation ducts that wind through the giant prison. Why be a supervillain? If you could control rats... If I could control rats, and I'm not saying I can't, but if I could control rats, I would open a store, not a store, a restaurant in Paris. I think you know where I'm going with this. And what are they gonna do? What's Disney gonna do? Sue me? They can't sue me. I own the rats. That includes Mickey Mouse. And that thing ain't a mouse. It's like 8 feet tall. That's a rat. Anyways, a professional criminal. I was going to say same. I'm not. I'm Batman. Through knowledge of Gotham's sewer system and Blackgate's prison layout, eerie ability to wordlessly communicate with and command all rats, overvalues rodent life, especially in comparison to human life. Yeah. He looks so cool, though. Oh, I want to fight this guy. It's like Ant-Man, but with rats. Gosh, I like Ant-Man. Firefly. I remember you being blue, or orange, but blue's cool too. A pyromaniac. Garfield's lens began as a petty criminal, don't laugh, but soon graduated to major crimes centering around arson, torching huge parts of Gotham in the process. But it's real quick. How did Batman beat Ratcatcher? So Ratcatcher was like, I'm gonna send my rats to Gotham, and the Batman was like, no, I got this, and pulls out his bat flute and continues to play against him. That should have been the game. If he's not in the next game, I'm not playing. Only one way to find out is by playing it. Torching users, but his fire soon raged out of control, leaving him horribly scarred and deformed. That's a quote from Star Wars, one of his own blazes. His body's almost fully covered with burns and now wears a full-body flame-retardant suit when he's out pursuing the criminal interests between bouts of incinerations in Blackgate. White with black temples. His hair is white with black temples? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Thorough knowledge of flammable agents, extensive arsenal of fire creating weapons, scarred over 90% of his body, sociopath with intense pyromania. Amadeus Arkham. Amadeus Arkham, found at the Elizabeth Arkham, brother criminally insane, naming it after his mother, who he euthanized as treatment for her dementia. I don't think... What's that line from Toy Story? I don't think that man has ever received his medical license. Building on old grounds of his family's historic mansion on the outskirts of Gotham, Amadeus personally treated his first patient, Martin Mad Dog Hawkins, who had killed Amadeus' wife and daughter. After administering fatal electroshock therapy treatments to Hawkins, Stranger Things, Amadeus lost all grip on his sanity and was admitted to his own institution. Ironic. Occupation, psychiatrist, not anymore. You can't say psychiatrist. If you say Poison Ivy ain't a doctor, you ain't a doctor either. Highly respected psychiatrist, until his fall to insanity. Heir to the Arkham land and fortune, you're dead. Delusional schizophrenic. Are you dead? If you're alive, can I find you? Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne. Thomas Wayne was a gifted surgeon and heir to the Wayne fortune, dedicated to philanthropy as much as medicine. He and his wife Martha were well known and respected in Gotham. Martha Wayne shared her husband Thomas's charitable nature and was dedicated to her son's Bruce's upbringing. What a nice family. Hope nothing bad happens. She was well regarded in Gotham City social circles and helped host lavish charity balls at Wayne Manor. Their tragic murder at the hands of a desperate burglar, Joe Chill, in Gotham's crime alley, shook the city to its core and led years of urban blight. It also inspired their son Bruce to eventually become the Batman. It makes you wonder, or it makes me wonder, if someone who've never heard of Batman before, someone who's never heard of Batman, knows nothing of it, and if this was like their first introduction to Batman, I think it'd be a pretty good introduction. I've always wanted to. I wish I could like snip bits of my memory for a bit and be like, whoa, Batman, you know, but like bring it back like a thumb drive. Nope, that's a Doctor Who thing. Their eyes are either blue or brown or black or brown for hair. They're either 6 foot. Both of them are either 6'1" or 5'8". They cannot decide. It's Schroeder. Oh no, it says Thomas. That's embarrassing. Highly gifted and well-trained surgeon. Well, was heir to the Wayne family fortune. Was mother to Bruce Wayne, wife to Thomas Wayne. That still happens. That's still a thing. Alfred, there you are. Alfred Pennyworth, after a varied career, was employed as the Wayne family's butler when Bruce Wayne's parents were killed. After they were killed, Alfred raised the young orphan and reluctantly aided him in his quest to become the Batman. His many skills, ranging from cooking to medicine, made him Batman's staunchest ally, along with formal demeanor that grounds the Dark Knight and deflects those who might otherwise suspect Bruce Wayne's true identity. Occupation valet. More than that, he's awesome. His occupation is rad. Cool dude. Skilled actor. All of them have been. Trained in emergency medical techniques, proficiency with mechanical and computer systems. Expert in domestic sciences. Unflappable manner. Huh? Unlike Batman, Alfred is willing to wield firearms in times of crisis. I know. Alfred with a shotgun is epic. Aaron Cash. One of the most senior... You guys wrote something. There is a robbery rodent. He is a rat. Robbery rodent. I should have read that earlier. I saw it in the corner of my eye, but I was in the middle of reading one. One of the most senior and respected guards at Arkham. Cash is only afraid of one inmate. Killer Croc. More like Killer... Who severely wounded Cash once during a riot in the asylum. Cash remains determined, however, to keep the asylum's inmates under control and to conquer his fears of Croc. Never mind. Aaron Cash. Aaron Balake. Great physical strength, excellent reflexes. Well, as excellent as it could be. One of the most experienced guards at Arkham, lasting anonymity with Killer Croc. Mr. Zaz, which implies that that's his last name. Oh, why does he go by Mr.? He's a sociopath. Why does he want to... Okay, sure. A true sociopath. A true one. Never lies. A true sociopath. Grew up on a life of ease, but nonetheless became a serial killer. Indiscriminate to his prey, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Serial killer? Sorry. Indiscriminate to his prey, body count is the only thing that matters. He takes pleasure in arranging the corpses of his victims in lifelike poses before carving a mark for each of his victims in his own body. He's saving a special spot for Batman. Right across his forehead. Victor Zzz. Yep. Sociopath with no regard for human life, no pattern of killing, making him difficult to track. He does have a pattern. It's living people. Adoy. Compulsive need to kill others. Yep. Do I have everything? Yes, I do. Poison Ivy. Botanist Pamela Isley. Sounds like Ivy. Was transformed by a science experiment gone wrong into a plant-human hybrid with chlorophyll flowing through her veins instead of blood. She developed a toxic touch and a pheromonal fuel talent for seduction. So do I. Where's my die? It's somewhere. Her crimes have been more ecologically focused, and she has been increasingly abandoned her human side, identifying more with the natural world. Her unique brand of eco-terrorism often puts her into conflict with the Batman, whose iron will is used to protect him from her seductive powers. They say iron will, I say complete obliviousness. Pamela Lillian Isley. I've only met a few Lillians in my time. This is one of them. An ability to encourage and direct the growth of all plant life. Plant genes mixed with their DNA. Molecules got all rearranged. Phantom. Genes mixed in with her DNA make her an unpredictable and formidable physical opponent. To that, it makes it sound like she is plant. So like, oh, you're gonna punch me in the stomach? Vines, whoop! And like the fist goes through, like Sandman. Remember Sandman in the Spider-Man 3, where he was like, whoop! I was like, whoa, whoa, and he's like, where do these guys keep coming from? You know, I need some water. Where's my bat water? I'm reading a lot. Ah. Also, why does she have more clothes on here than she did in the game? Just saying, it'd be cool to see the plant stuff, but no, they had to give her a red jacket. It's like, what? What? At least make it flowers. That would have been cool. But whatever. Exudes natural pheromones and enable her to exert control over victims, because spores. Skin secretes a toxin that can make her touch deadly. Pathological drive to rid the world of humanity and make it safe for plant life. You should meet Swamp Thing. Boink. Mr. Freeze. Victor... His last name is Fries. Victor Fries was a brilliant crime justice. His beloved wife Nora was stricken. I shouldn't be reading this while laughing. Beautiful, beloved wife, beautiful, was stricken with a fatal degenerative disease. He placed her in a suspended animation. Couldn't finish the animation, so he just stopped there. While obsessively searching for a way to cure her, but the corporation that funded her research and Nora's life pulled the plug, triggering an accident that transformed Fry's body into a cold-blooded form that must always be kept below zero. What? Was it Bruce Wayne's fault? A normal room temperature, he will die. Jeez, okay. So breaking the no-kill rule of Mr. Freeze is a bit difficult then. If you break that mask, he's dead. Wielding a number of freezing weapons and puns, he wears protective armor in his quest. Wears protective armor in his quest to somehow bring back his lovely wife and avenge her fate, which he partly holds the Batman responsible for. So it is Wayne's fault, is it? You never clarified, Fries. Oh, I'm gonna make a lot of jokes if you're ever in the games. Maybe not. Who knows? Scientific genius with a specialty in cryogenics, employs an extensive array of cryo-weaponry. His body's been permanently altered to survive at sub-freezing state, wears protective freezing armor whenever he's out in an above-zero climate, motivated by his grief and anger over the fate of his wife, Nora. Hold on. Computer's dying. That's bad. Alright, we're back. I got the Game of the Year edition. Oh, I have 3D glasses? I don't have 3D glasses. That wouldn't work anyways, because you guys don't have 3D glasses. What additional stuff did this come with? I have a book. I have the book. This is really difficult to read with the gloves on. Combat, no. Detective mode, no. Gadgets, no. This is actually kind of cool. I should read this. I'm gonna read this later. 3D glasses disclaimer, character bios. Riddler's challenge. The goal is simple. You complete a series of amusing and taxing challenges, and, well, you'll see. We'll see. Batman, you can't solve my riddles. I'm too smart for you, Batman. It says, on the box, it says 4 extra challenge maps. I don't know what that is. We'll have to find out. The Scarecrow. Everyone, America's favorite sweetheart, diamond frame still, taunted and belittled as a youth, Jonathan Crane vowed to overcome his fears with the study of psychology and biochemistry. Kicked out of his university for experiment on human subjects, Crane then adopted the identity of the Scarecrow and armed himself with a specialized fear-inducing gas that makes a person's deepest phobias become frighteningly real. His ongoing crime reign of terror... I clicked the button and I still got scared. His ongoing criminal reign of terror makes him one of Batman's most psychologically dangerous foes. John Crane, professional criminal, yes. Master of psychology and chemistry, creator of fear-inducing gas, and motivated by an obsession need to create fear in others. Yellow Lantern type stuff. Scarface! Slappy. Gotham's Blackgate Penitentiary once had a gallows tree, which 313 criminals with a death sentence were hanged. The wood from that tree was whittled to an inmate was whittled by an inmate into the puppet Scarface for some reason, and that inmate was murdered by Arnold Wesker, a man who soon fell under the Scarface influence. While most believe that Scarface is simply a tool through which Wesker, as the criminal mastermind of ventriloquist, acts out a dark side of his personality, Wesker believes that Scarface is possessed by the soul who died beneath the gallows tree. By the souls! That's a lot of souls. And the puppet actually motivates him to commit many of the duo's crimes. He has hair? No. Puppet animated with the eerie verisimilitude by the ventriloquist, frequently wields an undersized but lethal weaponry. When teamed with ventriloquist, acts as an old-style mob boss with a sociopathic disregard for human life, which implies that he acts differently with different people. Hush. Tommy Elliot and Bruce Wayne were childhood friends unknown to Bruce. Shh. Unknown to Bruce, their flash each other. These psychopathic parents back in the march once plans to fatal the party. Shh. Bruce Wayne managed to battle Bruce, an incredibly skilled surgeon, and still Elliot planned to elaborate revenge schemes on Batman as his Skydragon as a villain, not shown to cover the bandages with shh. I lost my spot. Hush, still plots revenge against Batman, generic and complicated schemes of surgical precision. Shh. Tommy Elliot, surgeon, probably not anymore. Reddish brown, can't prove it. Great physical strength, augmented by hatred, Bruce Wayne. Shh. World-class surgeon capable of shh. Shh. Get ready to destroy Bruce Wayne. Shh. Mad Hatter. Obsessed from the young age with the Lewis Carroll book Alice Adventures in Wonderland, Jervis Techt, an expert hypnotist, embraced a delusion that he was the incarnation character in the story, the Mad Hatter, out of all the characters to choose. That sucks. You know, I battled a Mad Hatter once. I don't remember his name, but to those longtime viewers and any Skyrim fans know, you guys know that one character that's like, oh, you gave me a pelvis, let's get that weird stuff. You remember that? I remember spending 4 hours looking for that lockpick, and then I found that guy. And once I found that guy, I vowed to destroy all magic in the Skyrim world, which we're technically still doing. That series is on hiatus. It's not canceled. It's on hiatus. I'll come back to it later. But I will learn all the magic I can, then destroy it forever. I hated that guy. Ugh. Using his skills for I love the Mesmer from Subnautica. The Mad Hatter has committed many crimes, often themed around the book that inspired him and his love of hats and headgear. One book. Very predictable. Going as far as to implant his hats with mind control chips to amplify his Subnautica skills. Above all other headwear, however, he covets Batman's distinctive cowl and will stop at nothing to acquire it. Just give him, like, a dollar store one. That's it? Easy. Master of hypnotism and mind control, obsessed with hats, especially one-of-a-kind items. The TF2 player. Delusional schizophrenic with a fixation on Alice in Wonderland. Clayface. Initially an actor in horror films, Carlo went mad when he learned a classic film of his was to be remade with a different actor in the lead role. He took on the mask of the film's villain Clayface. And killed several of the remake's cast and crew before being stopped by Batman and Robin. So there is a Robin. Who's Robin? Would it be... It's either Dick Grayson... Oh, no, I don't know. Dick Grayson, Damien, Tim, Jason. That's all I know. Where was I? Also, Clayface was the villain in the movie. In the show I watched, he was a cop. Not the villain, but like the character, whatever. Later, Carlo joined the Mud Pack, an alliance of shape-changing mutated villains, who had subsequently used the name Clayface. While the group was defeated, Carlo tricked his eyes in injecting himself the essence of several of them, becoming a superhuman imbued with the abilities of changing shape. What the frick? Melt others into protoplasm with a touch and mimic the powers of heroes and villains he copies. What the frick? That's way why I wanted to fight. I want to fight him. He couldn't break out of that glass. It was like 2 inches thick. His eyes are red. They look more yellow, but sure, hair, none. He can make some. He's not 6'5". That's not 6'5". If that's 6'5", easy fight. Can alter his physical form, adopting the appearance of nearly anyone. His malleable physical form makes him extremely difficult to injure or contain. His touch can be poisonous. Whew. Wow. Humpty Dumpty. He took apart his mother, his grandma. He's a pretty chill dude as long as you don't mess with him. We read that one recently, though. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I have not read this one. I'm interested. Cousins with an uncanny resemblance to each other, Deaver and Dumfrey Tweed. Both shared criminal leanings and a fixation on Louis C.'s Carol, Alice in Wonderland. Teaming up, they've modeled themselves after Tweedledee and Tweedledum from the book, planning often outrageous and absurdist schemes to trap Batman. I like to assume these guys don't know Mad Hatter at all, and like occasionally they'll pass each other on the street doing their schemes like, "Hey, team," you know? Deaver and their hair is brown? If you say so. Obsession with Alice in Wonderland, skilled criminal masterminds, despite being cousins, could pass as identical twins. And then finally, War in the Galactic Republic. Quincy Sharp has long been hiding a secret. Oh, it's different. Has long been hiding a secret. Doctors had previously diagnosed him with schizophrenic personality disorder, but he chose to ignore it. How could someone of his importance be ill like the dogs in his asylum? On taking over the administration of Arkham Asylum, Sharp became obsessed with the hidden writings of Amadeus Arkham. As he read more of these memoirs, he knows Norse, the Skyrim language. He became also two people. One dedicated to curing Gotham, and the other desired to eradicate the evil insanity from Arkham. In his demented state, he has stalked and killed patients, his ultimate goal being to kill the Joker. It is possible the rational side of his personality is not even aware of his dark, destructive force within him. Just saying. In the words of Batman, I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you either. Grapple away. It is the Joker, but whatever. Arkham Island. Executioner. I thought you were in charge of Asylum. Intense dedication of cleaning up Arkham, and an alternate personality that is prepared to kill patients to facilitate the cure, contempt and disgust for all forms of psychiatric disorder that is rooted in self-loathing. Ooh, a lot of words. That's all the character bios. Character trophies? I think we saw all of them. Still really cool. Probably the dead one. Which one is that referring to? Extra content. Armored? Oh yeah, this one. Before we do that, challenge mode. What is this? Armored. Wait, what's the difference? Silence is golden. Oh, wait. Extra content. That's the extra content, which would have the 1, 2, 3, 4. How long can you survive in Scarecrow's world without taking a single blow? Crime Alley. And what should we do? Let's do 1. I don't know what this is about. We'll do this. Why not? What was that? We'll do this. That was weird. Build the large comments, get bigger skull multipliers. I hope I remember how to fight in this game. I don't.
Some idiot is running around the asylum.
Totally insane.
I know. Crazy.
Let's finish this.
Rude. Oh. I clicked the button. Whoop, 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 whoop. I click Y. Oh gosh, crazy, 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 crazy. We got a crazy. We got a crazy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Stay down. Ugh. No. Rude, rude, rude. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. Wait your turn. Woohoo! No! Get off! Get off! Get out of me! Wait your turn. Ow. Oh, we both punched each other. That was kind of funny. That was kind of cute. Whoa! Ah! 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 Get off of me! Shark! If I just keep countering forever, I can't die, statistically speaking. I am getting no points for that, though. Up. Whew, whew. No! Why? Stop it! No! Stop dying! Ow! Oh. No. Ow. Wrong button. Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Oh my gosh, there are so many. I'm trying. Stop it! That's a thumbnail face right there. Note to self, remember that. Stop it. Ow. Frick it, no more defending. No more parrying. Just punch them. Punch them. Punch them. Ow. Wah! You are so loud. Just kill me. You're so loud. Shush. Shut up. Shut up. Shush. Yeah, hit me. Alright, cool. That's fun. That is something.
Hey, someone help Bat Baby up off the floor.
That's something I didn't get to see a lot. That's something. My controller's dying quicker and quicker. We might have to stop here. But that's something I didn't see a lot while playing the game. I realize I didn't see a lot of like of the death things. I want to try each of everything. So that's Onslaught. This is something else. I don't know. But we'll try it out. That's fun though. That's something I would really like. If that was a bit better at the combat, I would really like that. For Spider-Man, gosh, it'd be amazing.
We'll hunt you down, Bat.
I think you spend a lot more time fighting criminals and... Oh! Oh, come on! We might have to end stream because this controller will not... Oh my gosh, no. Okay, we need to go quick. I got a lot better at the combat in Spider-Man, mostly because I was kind of... There's a very big open world and a lot of moments where I was like, no, I need to stop crime. And I just completely forget the...
Stand a chance. Oh, you guys are the best. Well, best I can find on such short notice. Joker's crazy. Way they ever creep. Stop someone! Over here! heavy enough to take out a bat. That bat's taken out one of your crew. Did you even notice?
You heard Joker. Joker was right. I found someone. Well, time to die.
No!
Kill you.
Oh, I try to sneak. You son of a biscuit.
I lost him.
Fire down to Batman. I'm losing my patience. Where is he? Is he above you?
They can have shotguns? I didn't know that.
So you want big deal? I've got much bigger plans for you.
I don't know what I think what goes up is like get everyone while doing that. I think I don't know what the other ones are, but I did not expect to do that. I did not expect to win that. That's the new world record. What's this punching one? Don't die. At least I didn't die that time. Dark Knight bonus. Complete round without taking a single hit. That ain't happening.
It's the big fight. Who will win? The heart killer? The merciless murderers?
Ow! Woo! Woo! Get him on the ground and stomp his foot!
Come on, boys. He's just one man. One man dressed like a lunatic and armed with a team. Go get him!
Oh, hello. Oh, it's like the other one, but this time there's rounds, and they can get weapons from the stuff. Bye. Don't. Don't. This'll get him, boy. I could grapple both of them? I could grapple both of them? I am the knight.
Note to self. Need to order more henchmen. Good ones this time.
Oh. Hey, don't touch that. It's a lot of money. Ah! I hit the wrong guy. I'm sorry. Ow. Nope, jeez, I was laughing. Sorry, my bad, I shouldn't be laughing. It's a serious fight. Oh. Huh. I think I'm doing a good job. Wow. What did I just see?
Go easy on him. For me. Oh no, what do I get? Do your worst.
Okay, dokie. Good thing that ambulance is back there because they're gonna need it. hey. Oh. That was rude and disrespectful. I'm gonna bleed on my what? Ah, I clicked it. Whoop. Don't let him hit you, you idiot. Oh my gosh, I got a combo streak, so I'll just instant knock it. Is that how you're supposed to do it? You get like, you build up a combo and then you go, barrel, 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 barrel. I am the knight. I am the knight. I am the knight. Ow. Whoop. Whoop. This'll hurt. Wait, replay. Oh, that's it. Oh, we did so good. I was gonna say we'll go till round 7, but yeah, that's pretty good. Do these have any different types of modes? Punchy eyes, punchy eyes. No, it's a lot of punchy eye stuff. And then in different areas too. Invisible Predator Extreme. I don't know what that means. But that'll be it, basically, for now. Unless there's more. A character trophy. Yeah, we already saw that. Options. It says we're only 84%. The extra stuff, the challenge. That makes sense. Yeah, because 0% challenges. Why 0%? I've done. It's extra content. Also, I'm wondering if it needs to be under Xbox Live, because if so, that doesn't exist. What is the news? Welcome to Batman Arkham Asylum. Greetings from the InfoCast messaging system. Not currently able to connect to Xbox or to server. I haven't seen that in a game since, I guess, this. I don't see that often in games. But hey, that's pretty fun. We beat Batman. Yeah, I need to check on something real quick. Check on the stream. We still live? We still broken? I've not been ignoring you, just focused on the game. Radical, we're still here. But that'll be it for Batman Arkham Asylum. If you do want to see me do the extra challenge mode and extra stuff, we could give it a shot. I won't 100% the game. I was more focused on the trophies, but my chair situated in. But if you want to see this extra stuff, comment down below, all that other fun stuff. Ask and ye shall receive. It won't be for the month of December because I have something else planned. Spoilers, we're back to playing Lego Harry Potter again. It's the only Christmas themed game I could think of. You know, Harry Potter, because British and they like Christmas a lot. I know, because the Doctor Who specials, that's literally why we play it every year. Trying to 100% that game. It's doable. It's very doable. Along with other stuff too that will be coming up next year. End of year special, all that stuff. Channel anniversary, a bunch of other fun things too. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So schedule goes as follows: Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time Zone sharp-ish. Will be Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4, except for December's a weird month where I can't record every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 1, because it's busy. 2, because it's busy. 3, because I'm doing a lot of stuff to prepare for the channel. Like I said, channel anniversary on December 24th, a Christmas special, and any other just tidying up around the channel I gotta do. I'm gonna tell you guys the schedule for next year, the planned schedule for next year, and some things are changing, but it's neither here nor there. So yeah, all that fun stuff. I hope you enjoyed the Batman series. We'll be back again next year for November 1st. For Batman Arkham City, I believe, is the next one. So yeah, that should be fun. I get to retire this thing until next year, unless I decided to wear it again for some inexplicable reason. I don't know why. It is really stuffy in this thing. I have a studio light, not shining on me, but still shining on here. Thank you. Need to take this off. Thank you to The Pine 7260, It says Mundlord, not Mudlord. I'm so sorry. Mundlord, Chloe Smith, DN8PW, and the silent viewers for watching, along with those who are watching in the future as well. Happy birthday, by the way. If you like this video, please share around, because if you like it, there's a high chance other people did too. And if you didn't like this video, please comment down below what I could do better, but don't talk about the game, because outro at 100 miles per hour. I'm good at this game. That's why we don't talk about the gameplay, because I'm a professional. I am the knight. I am Batman. Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I really like it. It's great. I'm happy that everything is 100%, except for challenges and completed. But hey, knowing me, I'll probably come back and do that later. Once I get a better controller. Let me do the classic fade. There we go. You know, not the haircut. This kind of fade. I have to stare at the camera for a long time after doing that. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Maybe a stream tomorrow for Sky Children of the Light. Not 100% sure though, but maybe. Endercraft, all that other fun stuff. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Ciao, 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 ciao. I'm trying to think of a Batman closing line, but I can only think of, because I'm Batman.